I hope I set everything up correctly. I forgot how annoying the sound of magic trees is. Jesus. Get off. There we go. Sorry, it's just constant. That magic trees. Who thought that was a good idea? Did I hit the button? Yeah, I did. There we go. We are live. What are we doing? We are thieving. Loud dropping sounds. Oh, Forlorn Homestead. That's actually a banger. Let's put it on random. See what we get. Did I announce the stream? Yes, I did. That's good. Did I start the timer? That's the most important thing. Yes, I did. How long do we want to stay thieving for? That is the question. I'm really good at setting these goals. Like, oh yeah, I'll do this to 50 and then this to 60. But then you actually get there and you get like 2 levels in. It's like, let me do something else. I'm still a child who just wants to keep context switching all the time. Right, we should bank all this lot regardless. What sort of XP am I getting? 725 an hour? Oh my god, amazing. I guess I should tell everyone else. Just in case. What time is it? 8:30. That's fine. I got maybe 3 or 4 hours. Oh, I should stop sitting like a shrimp. That would definitely make things better. Oh, what random have we got? Yeah. Free item. Oh, Sapphire. That's actually pretty good. Wait, is it good? I guess I could have just bought one. Oh well. Now I have one. How many we got at the minute? 11. Bloody hell. Very popular. Yo, hello Stan. Yes, the best scape is a birdscape. I discovered a new bird in RuneScape today, and I was very excited about it. I forgot to share it. There's a canary in a cage in the entrance to the Dwarven Mine. You know, where all the dwarves are at Ice Mountain. They've got a little cage with a canary in it. It's not new. It's been there for decades, but it's new to me because I didn't know it was there. Oh, and Artie's here as well. Hello, Artie. The famous gay hag. I love that name. It's such a cool name. Every time gay hag or gay bog hag pops up in the chat, with the level. It makes me laugh. I can't help it. It's great. I think, if I remember correctly, Artie, you are miles ahead of me in total level, and I am desperately trying to catch up to you. Yeah, no, you're in second place XP. I'm looking at Wise Old Man. Yeah, you're quite a ways ahead of me. I've got a lot of catching up to do. Hey, we love hags. It makes me think of like witches in the swamp. Like, there's these two gay witches in the swamp, and they're just having a great time. And Minus is here. Hello, Minus. Hello, everyone. What are we on now? Day 4. I'm trying to catch up to total levels. I'm not doing too bad. In terms of XP, Wise Up, where my team, Bring Back Pride, is 7th on Wise Old Man. Though that's just XP, not levels. Levels is a bit different. But it's fairly close. Yeah, I'm the same, Artie. I had to go to the office yesterday, so I didn't get much done yesterday, but I have been doing a little bit of gaming on the sly whenever possible. I've just unlocked this chunk to do, as you can see, fruit thieving. I'm not really sure when I'm supposed to stop. I don't remember what actually... It's been so long since I've had any sort of low to mid-game account. Oh, Jimmy's here as well. Hello, Jimmy. But yeah, I don't remember what the progression's supposed to be like at lower levels. I just play my regular account, which is, of course, an Iron Man. But I'm nearly maxed, by the way. Everything... Like, I haven't done any, low-level skilling in a long time. Other than leagues, but that's just like... That's whatever. You can do anything in leagues and it will just work. Oh, hello. We have a new person. Yes, that's my face skin. That's actually me. That's what I look like. If you didn't know that about me, now you do. No, who have I put it as today? I've forgotten what I put it as. Oh, that's a good picture. That's Raina. That's my girl pigeon. She's lovely. But yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm hoping to get, 3 or 4 hours out of tonight. It's 8:30 here. I am working tomorrow, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming through. I want to try and get in the habit of streaming a bit more, and what better time to do it than during the Frog Duo Sprint. Oh, wow. So, I think everyone here, most of the people here know, just in case anyone doesn't, there is a bonus objective going on that ends on Saturday. Whichever team has the highest combined total level will get bonus points. 3 for the highest, 2 for the second, and 1 for the third. Currently, my team is nowhere near third. Not because we're bad, just everyone else is just Epic Gamer Source, and it's hard to keep up. But there's still all to play for. There's definitely a chance to catch up, and that's what we're trying to do right now. So I'm just doing thieving because it's fast XP, fast levels. I don't know how high I want to go. I really do want to get to 50 for Wealthy Citizens in Varlamore because they're really good. Oh, excuse me. I might be burping a lot because I'm having a beer. So I apologise for that. But yeah, well, Wealthy Citizens are good, but I don't know how much patience I have to thieve all the way to 50. Beer is good. Do like to have a beer sometimes. I haven't had one for ages, so I'm saying it's okay. Strange fruits, they're actually really good. I don't have any energy potions or anything right now, so being able to stockpile a bunch of these, I think is going to come in handy. But yeah, sorry, I keep getting distracted. Yeah, so the plan is... what sort of... Yeah, let's figure out... The problem is if I open that tab, it messes up all the thing, and it looks bad on the stream, I think. So... Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine. Cool. Sorry. XP per hour. I'm thinking, is there anything better than this? Like, what can I pickpocket at this level? So it's, it wouldn't be cave goblins. I haven't got those unlocked. Warriors? Would that be okay? I don't know. I don't know if pickpocketing warriors is worth it. I feel the pressure, I'll be honest, chat. No, this is a different beer. I'm a very, I'm a very light and slow drinker. This is the second beer. It's rare that I drink more than like 2 or 3. I get very tipsy very quickly, which is good because it saves money. Oh, someone's found us. What are they doing? Are they doing a clue scroll or something? That'd be my guess. And off they go. I bet it's clue scroll. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you for coming through. Let's try and have a good one. Do I need to do more quests? Maybe. I've been doing a lot of quests recently. Maybe I should start sailing? That's an option. This one, I'm actually on a Desperados, which is a tequila flavoured beer, which is very nice. Big fan. Earlier I was drinking regular lager, and now we've spiced it up. What song is this? Jungly. Cool. I've got a lot more music unlocked this time, so hopefully it'll be less repetitive. Oops, I accidentally muted it. Let's get this level, and then let's think about what we're actually going to do. What quests have we got left? I mean, bloody loads, but... Can we do Elemental Workshop? Maybe that's the play. Because obviously, quests give chunks, but they also give a lot of experience, which means levels. We did Knight Sword earlier, which gets you to 29, which is kind of insane. Let's go bank again. Let's go bank. Don't want to do those. I'm keeping the fruit tops. They might come in handy. Soul's Bane. I need to do Soul's Bane. Just thinking of sort of all those easy low-level quests. I've done 33 quests in 3.5 days. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I feel like there's been sort of 2 main camps of strategy. Oh, they're going to get in the way, but it'll be all right. You see, quests are really good. We've got 2. I think we've had 2 main camps. Is the questers of just people just chaining quest to quest to quest. So this is a Chunkman event. Every time you do a quest, you unlock a new chunk. Oh, I accidentally hit someone. Sorry. You don't see this. So you don't see this. Nothing happened. Yeah, every time you do a quest, you get a chunk. So what people have been doing is like, okay, I do a quest, get a chunk, use that to buy a chunk that gives me another quest, and then just do that. 53 quests. You're mad. Absolute gaming. See, I think every time I think like, oh, I've done something impressive, I check other people, and they're just like, they've done that like twice over. Like I was really proud of myself for getting Fairy Tail done so soon. Fairy Tail part 1, and then having fairy rings. But I think at this point, like, everyone's got them. So, but I was proud of it for a moment. I flinched the Tanglefoot for about 25 minutes straight. My max hit was 2. No, it's been fun. It's been fun. I am absolutely enjoying this. It's just I'm quite competitive with stuff like this, and I would really like to win. But obviously, it's not about winning. It's not about winning, and it's not about taking part. It's about how many frogs you can kiss. But no, my competitive side comes out, and I really like to, see how far I can go. But no, it's been good. I've been really enjoying this. Yeah, a month is a long time. It is only day 4 of. What is it? It's day 4 of 28. 123 mil. That is generous. I never put anything in the pot, did I? I need to do that. Stan, not right now, but at some point, I owe you some money to put in the pot because I haven't done that yet. At some point, I will do it before the sprint ends. I will make sure that I've added something to the pot because I meant to do that and I never got around to doing it. Thank you. Good reminder. Oh, Cheesy's giving me some chunks. Let's do that now then. Okay. quick chunk break. So we've got 2 people on the team. Either one of us can unlock chunks, and then they get unlocked for both of us. So Cheesy has just sent me a message to tell me which chunks I need. Let me just do that. So things will look weird for a second. This is just the easy way to do it. Do 8 chunks. So I need to do that. Which ones has he done? So we unlocked. We already had the library. We already had north of the library. He's unlocked the altar for installed heads. That's a good one. He's unlocked this one. It's 2. These 2. That's 4. These 2. Yeah, that's 6. And then he says there should be 2 more. Porpoise Grillius. And 1 more that I'm struggling to see. Sorry, just bear with me 1 second. I'm just trying to figure out what this last chunk is. He's given me an after photo, but no before. Jeezy, how could you draw me like this? You give me a spot the difference puzzle. See, well, I had a really stupid idea at the start of this sprint. I'm glad I didn't do it, but it would have been funny. Where I was going to troll my teammate by just constantly unlocking. Oh, it's this one here. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Cheesy. Now I need to get this the right width again. There we go. Yeah, I was going to troll my teammate by purposely unlocking empty, pointless chunks, like over and over again, and just seeing how long it would take him to comment on it. Like, oh yeah, I unlocked this ocean chunk and a chunk of the wilderness that's got nothing in it. And just seeing how long I could get away with it before he said something. While it would have been funny, it would have been a waste of time. And I think Cheesy's too nice to ever say anything, so he would have just let it slide. Anyway, we are back. Chunks have been unlocked. Oh, hello, Outback. Your Patrick Bateman collection log video is goated. Thank you. I am proud of that one. That is one of my favorite ones that I had made. I wish that sort of meme stuff did better, but unfortunately there isn't much of a market for it. Occasionally they do well, but it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't turn into any sort of long-term success. You know, there's no money in memes, but I do love making them. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, hangover cure. That reminds me, I never used that. So I made this hangover cure ages ago. I've got 2 Draymond staffs, so I don't need 2. I made this ages ago. Where's the strange fruit? What tab have I put it in? Now we do the... There it is. In the herb tab now. Put it in the food tab. Take a few of them. I think that's all you need. Hey, would you believe it if I told you that this is the first time I've ever used Quest Helper? I've always been a wiki guide following gamer. And during the sprint, I felt like I really wanted to, you know, up my speed to the next level. And so I installed Quest Helper for the very first time. There you go. Nettle tea, that's the thing I'm missing, in a bucket of water. For some reason, I was thinking I just needed hangover cure. Right, bear with me. Let me go back to the bank. Should have checked this before I left. So what do we need? Nettle tea. That's hangover cure, which we have, and a bucket of water. Cool. How does that look on the stream? That looks fine. That works. Give me a bucket. I need a bowl. Do I not have a bowl? I do have a bowl. Cool. I need gloves. Is the music too loud? If it is, just let me know. I'll turn it down. So we are going to take the ferry ring to Edgeville. And that should sort us out. Get some nettles. Oh, fill this up with filthy fountain water. Gross. What's our total XP? 536. Our next chunk is unlocked at 540. That's fine. But yeah, the sprint is great. I was thinking like how much the game is just so much more exciting when you recontextualize it, like, because I never make new accounts other than with leagues, but the fact that I'm doing it at the same time with a bunch of people and there's like stakes on the line, that just makes it super interesting. But the early game of RuneScape is just like really good. There's just so much to do, and that's always cool. I had to unlock the Grand Exchange chunk today, which as a Iron Man enjoyer felt like a massive, like a crime against my very soul. But if you don't unlock it, I can show you real quick. If you don't unlock it, you can't go through this gate because the chunk is chopped off right here, and it's like you got to go all the way around. And I was like, I'm sick of running around. I am unlocking the Grand Exchange. So yeah, feels like blasphemy, but I had to do it. Chunk borders be like. I've done it again. I was supposed to be getting nettles. See, this is why I can't be a streamer, because I just get so easily distracted talking about crap that I forget what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I need to go and get some nettles, which is why I went to Edgeville, so I could get the nettles. I've started running into Varrock. I don't even need anything in Varrock. Yeah, there's a lot of chunks that have been unlocking just so I don't have to run around them. Like there's the one with the Legends Guild on it as well, near Ardy. I kept having to run all the way around to get to the east. Thank you, Callium. Callium? How do you say that? Oh, it's Cal UIM. I get it now. Or is it Call? I've always read it as Callum, and now that I've actually looked at it properly, I'm realizing it's not Callum. Call UIM. Is it that? I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong. Callum plus UAM. Okay, I was close. I was on the right track. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I always say it, and I'll never stop saying it. I am always flattered that anyone bothers to show up to me streaming. There's many things you could do with your day, and you're spending some of it with me. And I don't know. I'm touched. I'm flattered. There's no other way to say it. Now, let's get over to Mudskipper Point and do Skippy and the Ogres. Although I don't think this actually gives anything, like XP-wise. But I'm just doing it because it's a mini quest, and mini quests give chunks. And chunks are good. Do I have Mudskipper Point on here? I do. Let's go. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one, Callum. Sorry, just minor detour. I've just fun thing. Like, what's the deal with this plant? I don't think this plant, this like plant model, shows up anywhere else in the game. What is the deal with this plant? Another plant. There's a couple of them here, but I've always found this area strange. Like these plants have like invaded from another game, and they're just here now. So, oh, Cheesy's just turned up. Me doing the most boring thing ever. It should be a bag bot. Get on that. If you spam it on Reddit long enough, we've learned now from the Hooded Slayer helm that if you spam anything on Reddit long enough, they'll add it to the game. So do with that information what you will. Hello, Cheesy. Yes. About the 8 new chunks. Yes. It took me a second to figure out which ones you meant, but yeah, I got there. Thank you very much. Right, give him the tea. Do some stuff. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you're unlocking a bunch at once. I got there at the end. It's only because my spot the difference abilities aren't the best. So he talks about Mogres. I don't think you have to do anything. I think he just tells you. Yeah, I don't know why this has a mini quest, but it does. But mini quests count. Yep, done. You just give him some stuff and it's done. So that counts as a mini quest. So now I need to unlock a chunk because mini quests count. I can't fish caramels for ages. I forgot what I was working towards. I was working towards something. Been unlocking a lot of fairy rings because I've unlocked those now, and fairy rings are a godsend. It is insane how good they are. Do we need the desert? We haven't bought any of the desert yet. Sure, let's get a desert chunk. There you go, Cheesy. New chunk for you. Put that in the chat just so we don't forget. Excellent. We love to get chunks. Now, what's next? I need levels. I've been focusing mostly on trying to get levels. Yeah, sorry, I'm using the Windows snipping tool, and it makes the Windows sound every time. That's how I do my screenshots. I could do some Slayer. Herblore is just not going to happen, is it? So, whoever's got the highest total level at the end of the week will get bonus points. So you want to level as many sort of like low skills as possible. But there's no easy way to level Herblore. Alright, like, where am I going to get herbs from? I don't know. I could go and kill Chaos Druids, but I would kill them so slowly that it doesn't really feel worth it. And then we got secondaries, but I guess I could... It just doesn't seem like the best use of my time. What can we do? Jungle Potion. Can we do Jungle Potion? No worries. Thank you, RT. Yeah, Chaos Druids is usually a good shout. Oh, there's a quest I haven't done. It's probably quests. It's probably just keep doing quests because they give you chunks of experience that are going to be faster than anything else. Yeah, I know. 900 total level at this stage is kind of insane. We're probably not going to be able to get into first, but it would be nice if we could get at least, a point or two from it. There's FLCL. Everyone say hi to them. What do we give them? Give them a dance. I've made an effort to always play on the same world as everyone, even though it's in like West Coast and the ping's kind of bad. Just because it's really nice just to run into people. It's a small world after all. Because a lot of us are kind of at the same point in the account. We all end up like crossing paths all the time. Level 6 Frog, that's arcane, isn't it? It's just cool seeing people around all the time. Yes, I'm bad at remembering which account wants the name that I know. But yes, I haven't done anything too risky. I think the riskiest thing I did was I mean, that Tangle Root fight was a bit sketchy at some points. I should have hopped for that, and I forgot to. Because it kept hitting me for like 10. And yeah, that could have gone badly. But Wintertod was probably the thing, and I had to do that on a different world anyway. What did I say we were doing? Poor kind of interest. Yes, we need to open the quest guide. A rope and a slash weapon. Cool. Let's gear up, because I know we have to fight something. This gives 1,000 Slayer experience, so that's definitely going to be worth doing. Amulet of Accuracy, best in slot. Fancy Boots, also best in slot. Take some food just in case things get hairy. I think I put them all in group storage. I fished a bunch of salmons previously. Yeah, there they are. And some mackerel. I think Cheesy's provided those. Thank you. Why not? I need a rope, which I've forgotten to actually bring. Do I not have a rope? Oh, I do. There it is. Knife. Combat gear. Got my cape. Right, I think that's everything. Yes, we're on 324, but I don't think anyone will have reached Mixology yet, so you probably won't see anyone for a while. 150 hours. I have, not to toot my own snoot, but I have green logged Mixology on my Iron Man, so I am free from that prison. I quite like the activity. It's the only thing I don't like about it is the point system. Like, why did they make it 3 separate points? Where one of the L points are the one you always need the most of, and yet they're always the one you get the least of. Like that just feels like a dick move. I don't know why they did it that way. It should just be 1 point, and that's that. Like, because I've got loads. You've got M, A, and L, and L is the one you always need the most of. Every reward requires more L. Jagex wants you to take the L, but it's the one you get the least of because it's the high level potions. It's really stupid. So you can sort of like, and you don't have that much effort, agency in which points you get because it's all RNG. Like, you can choose to make the L potions more, but sometimes you just don't get any L potions. It's really stupid. I don't know why they did it the way they did it. I am talking about Mixology. Welcome, Oscar. I have green-logged Mixology a while ago, but it's an activity I quite like. I think it's nice that you can train Herblore without just standing at a bank. But the point system is very silly. Very silly. And we were discussing how Jagex wants you to take the L. But other than that, I like Mixology. I think it's alright, It's fairly simple, but it is RuneScape after all. I find it quite easy to just get in the flow with it and, do a few hours of it without really thinking. What we need is one for crafting, because crafting is one of those skills that kind of just... I think we're gonna end up with one for every skill anyway. It's just the way things are going. And I'd like a crafting one, because crafting kind of sucks. Like glass, the potion storage is great though. Like, that is a big... Although they've made it worse with the bank update, because now it's slower for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But it's a nice upgrade. It's a nice thing to have. I would be fine if every skill had a pet. I think cooking should have a pet. I think fletching should have a pet. I'm fine with that. Like, it's literally fine. Just make it so that every time you cook something, regardless of the level, it always has the same pet chance or something, so that you can't buy it. But I think it's fine. They fixed the lag. Excellent. I haven't tried it recently, so... but, like, everyone loves pets, you know? to be honest, I don't know much about the RS3 pets. I haven't seen many of them. I just know they have a lot of them. Pets work differently over there. But, yeah, just add more pets. People love them. Scrongly from the Griffin. That's a great pet. Everyone loves them. Oh, I've been killed by a pig. Hakuna Matata. The player islands. They seem cool, first of all. The cynical part of it is that it feels like all of them have bended the rules in some way. They all seem bigger than they should be based on the restrictions that the rules set out. And they all seem like they're way more complicated than I expected them to be. And it also feels like it turned into more of an art competition more than a design competition. Like, it feels like if you ever wanted a chance to win, you had to put in a lot of effort to the art. Yeah, rip the hardcore status. It's right. A woman's come to save us. It's what everyone needs. A woman. Save me, Spira. But no, I think player design content is cool. But I really think they need to lock down the requirements on these things, like, and be really strict with it and say, these are the restrictions that you have to fit. And if you break them, then we're not going to consider your suggestion. And also, if you want to have a chance to win, you have to provide these things. Because they said in their thing, like, oh, making visuals is optional, but all 4 of the winners have really nice visuals. So it's like, okay, did you require them or not? And it's like, oh, the islands are supposed to be, not too big. But, some of the ones that have been designed are clearly bigger than expected. So, I don't know. Where are we going? We're the wrong way. Yes, women can save all of us. I truly believe that. I really like Spiria because she's on. If you look on my my banner art for the for my YouTube and my socials and stuff, she's on there. When I commissioned that years ago, she was one of the characters I chose because this quest was fairly new at the time. I just really like her design. She's cool. Yeah, it's just that what I'm saying is that Jagex were the ones who decided who goes into the poll, and they explicitly stated that making visuals was optional, and yet the 4 that they chose all have really nice visuals. So clearly it wasn't optional. Is what you know what I'm getting at. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I won't have a woman to save me this time. I'm on my own. I have to be a brave boy. No, I think Slayer point boosting at Spiria and Mazkina is actually more common now. Because after they changed the block lists to be... I'm hoping I can kill this. I didn't really check the combat level before I went in. So I hope I don't die here. Yeah, I've got to teleport. Yeah, I think the meta now is that you make a block list for both Churiel and one of the other Slayer Masters. And then if you get a crap task from one of them, you can then switch to Churiel and you get like 2 chances at a decent task or something. It's like if you're doing like, Slayer skipping. Something like that. I'm not someone who does a lot of Churiel skipping because I have a really high streak going and I'm really trying hard to keep it because I like streaks. I want the points. I want to get all the Slayer helms and stuff. But speaking of Slayer, it's time to get on my soapbox. Why, oh why, is the Griffin boss, the Shellbane Griffin, why is it Slayer locked? Like, what's the deal with that? It's like 50 Slayer. Let's check it now. I will die on this hill. 51. It drops like the sword and the horn. I don't really know what the horn does. The sword is like a zombie axe, but stab. And the zombie axe is like super piss easy to get. I'm not a fan of Slayer Lock content in general. I think it's silly. It's like, oh, here's this content that you've just unlocked, but you can't do it until the game gives it to you, you know? I don't like that as a mechanic. I think it's silly. Did I finish the quest? No, I didn't. But like, at least with something like a Raxor, it kind of makes sense. Because it's like super high level, it drops the best amulet in the game, and the Noxious Halberd. Even the Kraken, you can make an argument for, because when the Kraken first came out, it was dropping the Trident of the Swamp, which at the time was like the best magic weapon. So you can kind of understand, like, yeah, we don't want people to farm this endlessly and drag the price down. But now the Swamp Trident's worth like, the Trident of the Seas is worth like 30k anyway. So who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. It's like, if I could, I would have just gone and camped those things and finished them by now. Like, when I got Cerberus, right? Cerberus is, what, 91? 91. But I didn't actually get a Cerberus task until 93 Slayer. Now, I'll admit, I was doing Konar. I wasn't doing Duradel. So, you know, with Konar, you have to be more specific to get boss tasks. But, I don't know. It does seem kind of silly that I didn't get to fight the boss that I'd unlocked for 2 levels. But that's just me. But anyway, for the high level stuff, it kind of makes sense. But it's Shellbane Griffin. So Doom didn't exist when I was going for, you know, Trident and stuff. So I've never actually done Doom. Does Doom drop a magic weapon? I know nothing about Doom. Since Doom's come out, I haven't touched it. It's something that scares me. I don't know. It's got a name like Doom. I always think it's going to be really difficult, but it might not be as hard as I imagined. But at the time, the Trident of the Seas was something that you needed. Eye of Ayak, that's the one. That's the one, thank you. But yeah, just the Shellbane Griffin specifically, it's a 51 Slayer monster that drops a sword that's on par with the Zombie Axe, a weapon that you can get, you know, from a fairly easy, you finish a fairly easy quest, you put Protect from Protect from melee, and you go and burst them, and you know you can have it in a day or 2. And instead you have to get a Slayer task specifically for this monster to get a chance to get the sword. It's so silly. They're making it more common, but Doom isn't that hard. Okay, that's good to know. I will actually have to try that at some point. It's something I've always been intimidated by, and I've never actually tried. Yeah, I did it in Gridmaster with a T-bow. The Zombie Axe is kind of done. The Zombie Axe is kind of a bit too strong for how easy it is to get. Ever since I've got it, I got the weapon, I was so amazed at just how many places it just happened to be the best thing to use. I would do the DPS calculator and I'd try all these weapons that I've got, and every single time it's like, yep, Zombie Axe. Oh, you're doing this at Zombie Axe. You're doing this at Zombie Axe. I've got an Abyssal Bludgeon now, and that's, you know, slightly better. But the Zombie Axe is kind of silly in how good it is for how easy it is to get. I know that it's meant to be an accessible weapon, but it might be, I don't know, it might be a bit too good. Like, I love using it because it's a good weapon, but it's probably a bit too good for how easy it is to get. Especially when you compare it to something like the Abyssal Whip. But how hard that is to get. I still don't have a Fang. Cheesy's got me another chunk. Thank you, Cheesy. The Woodcutting Guild. Let me just unlock that. I always forget where Zaya is. It's here. Nice. Thank you. Right, so that puts me on... Let me just double check. So 530k, no, I'm not there yet, but that does give me another chunk for doing the quest. So let's unlock a chunk from that. What do I want? I'm going to unlock this one because there's a fairy ring in it. And that gives us the Kalphite Den, which might come in handy. I should type it properly. Interest. There we go. Sorry, making sure I spell it correctly. Yeah, the Fang is... I would love a Fang. I've only ever had one in leagues. It's just, I would... Before I go hard on TOA, I want to get a Bofa, but I haven't been able to get a Bofa, so I haven't gone hard on TOA. And that's just how it is. It's like I don't strictly need a Bofa, but I'm just so bored of using the Rune Crossbow with Ruby Bolts. It's like, if you hit, you know, the spec 3 times in a row, it's great, but if you don't, it's just like... you know, your accuracy is like 40%. You also got a spoon bow for Moscow. I'm gonna somebody ban him. I'm joking. Yeah, Rune Crossbow. The difference between Rune Crossbow and Bofa is just massive. And they've added all these new weapons. You know, they've added Moonlight Crossbow, Eclipse Alathl, but they don't do that much against high defense creatures. Like, they're fine, they're cool, they're good weapons. I use the Eclipse Alathl, I think that's how you say it. The Eclipse, you know, Spear Chucker. I use that a lot at Tormented Demons, and it's fine. You know, it does the job. But I also already have a Blowpipe, and the Blowpipe does, you know, just as well, if not better. But then I did all my Zora with a magic shortbow. But it wasn't really that bad. It's a cool weapon. I like it. I like the burn mechanic. It looks cool. The armor's nice. It works, but I've done the DPS calculations, and Rune Crossbow with Ruby Bolts is just better. You know, at high defense stuff, because the Ruby Bolts are just kind of stupid. Yeah, I do need a Scorching Bow, but I'm dry on the synapses. I've got one, and I've got Emberlight, but I'm now at the point where I should have my second one, and it hasn't come in yet. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, I didn't mean anything. Yeah. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, I obviously didn't mean anything by it. You got 3 synapses in 500 KC. That's the sort of thing that's like I don't know. It's just like it's how it goes. I made a meme video about Tormented Demons, and it was, you know, let's go gambling. And in the there's literally 2 comment types that you get. It's I've killed 2,000 of them and got none, or I've killed 4 of them and got 16. You know, it's just RNG give and RNG takes. I do sometimes wish going dry wasn't as big of a thing as it is. Anyway, are we actually going to make some progress, or are we just going to chat shit? See, this is why I shouldn't stream. I'm sabotaging myself by accident. Jungle Potion. Is that easy or is that difficult? I don't remember. What am I doing? Finish through the ritual. I need an anti-poison and I need to go to Karamja. Cool, that's what we're doing. Jungle Potion's easy. Cool. That's what we're doing then. We're going to do Jungle Potion. You get 5k from that quest. If that had come out in 2005, it would have given you like 50 coins. See, this is the strat. If the other competitors want to win, they should just come into my stream chat, and they'll guarantee that they'll beat me. I know your game. Right, here's what we're doing. We're going to Karamja. And I have fairy rings, by the way, so we can fairy ring over there. Any excuse I have to take a fairy ring. Ever since I got them, I'm just like, yep, I'm going to fairy ring there. I'm going to fairy ring there. Glorious. It's funny because in the main game I barely use them at all because I've got better. There's a few places where they're good, but I've got better teleports for most places now. Shiloh, no tie. There it is. So I don't really use them that much these days. But they are cool. Ooh, do we actually have all the chunks required to do Jungle Potion? That's the question. See, this is... No, we can't. We can't do Jungle Potion, can we? Because you need to get one of the herbs from here. You need... One of them's here, one of them's down here, and one of them's in there, isn't it? So I don't think we can actually do Jungle Potion yet. And I haven't got enough XP to unlock the chunk I need. Oh, yeah. You will not believe how many times I've done this. Where it's like, oh, I'll just go do this thing. And I don't have the chunk for it. Okay, new plan, new plan. We pick another quest. Death Plateau? Maybe? I don't think there's any experience. Gertrude's cat. There we go. There we go. Pretty sure we can do that. Wait, why did I teleport? I should have taken the fairy ring. Teleporting to take a fairy ring instead of taking the fairy ring I'm stood right next to. Silly. Anyway. Oh, this tune's a banger. This song comes up if you play the organ in one of the churches. It's only like 50 seconds long, but it's quite nice. Right, we want the one in Edgeville. And we want to go to the bank, and we need a bucket of milk and a raw sardine. And I actually don't have a sardine at the minute because I cooked them all. Bucket, and I need a sardine, and I don't have any, so what we will do is we will take some more strange fruit for run energy. I will buy a sardine from Port Sarim because that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Oh my god, it's Gamer God. Gamer69 God. Now, if that's not a username, I don't know what is. That's what you would call yourself in like 2007. Wonderful. He is the Gamer God. So what we need is a sardine. And if you weren't aware, you can buy sardines from Geraint in Port Sarim. He's got 200 in stock. So if you need easy food to feed a cat, you've got a pet cat you need to feed, or if you want to get red spider's eggs, here's a Iron Man tip for you. If you want red spider's eggs in like a low level account and you haven't got Seragnis, you can buy sardines from here and take a few red spider's eggs to the Tower of Life and kill Spidines, because they drop loads of red spider's eggs. There you go. There's a tip for you. I know that because I did it at one point a long time ago. But then I went 2,200 kc dry on a cudgel, and so now I've got like 9,000 spider's eggs, so I don't need them anymore. But there you go. There's a tip for you. There we go. Bucket of milk. Is that everything I need? Talk to Gertrude. Cool. Now we just need to go over to Gertrude and start the quest. Has anyone confirmed, by the way, when they say getting a pet unlocks 10 chunks? I'm assuming they don't include cats, because otherwise that would make it in chunks very easy. Or pet rocks. Is that worth the trouble? My JM keeps telling me to do that, but it seems like a bad use of time. I'm assuming you mean about the red spider's eggs. It is worth it if you specifically need a bunch of red spider's eggs. Like, it's faster than picking them up. It's definitely faster than picking them up off the ground because they have to respawn and stuff. But if you're higher level... Okay, pet drops only. Cool, just checking. Just checking there wasn't a loophole we could abuse. But yes, killing the Tower of Life is worth it for unicorn horns and spider's eggs and a couple of other things, I think. But it's only worth it in like a very specific like point in your account. You very quickly go past the point where it's worth it. Except maybe unicorn horns, because I don't really know what drops those. But again, you don't really need that many unicorn horns. Like anti-poisons, you know, you get a few and that's enough. You don't need a huge amount of them. Yeah, at that point you should just kill Sarachnis. If you really want spider's eggs, just kill the spider. Dougal leaves. Let's pick up some more strange fruits while we're here. Nineteenth Slayer is wild though. That is some gaming. I'm 94 on mine. I'm getting there. Such a slow scale. Getting swindled by some children. 100 coins. See, 100 coins to an NPC is probably a lot. Because think about it, right? If you go to the shop, you go to your regular general shop, right? And you want to buy a bowl. Okay, a bowl is 5 coins. I thought it was less than that. But 100 coins, right? That's 20 bowls. How much would 20 bowls cost in real life? It would cost you a bit. That kid is... I think that kid has swindled me for like 20 quid. And I don't know, I wouldn't hand a 20 to a kid. That's just me. Whenever Hydra comes up, people are usually complaining about it. Not gonna lie. Not the experience, just the act of doing it. Everyone's always like, yeah, I want to be done with Hydra. Hydra sucks. Before inflation, true. This quest would have been like 2004, so 100 coins back then would have been a lot more. That probably bought you like a full barrow set. Everyone always seems to go dry on Hydra. It's like everyone always says the same thing. Like, yeah, the rewards are great, the drops are amazing, but it's really fucking boring. And everyone always seems to go dry. Like, it just takes longer than it should. and because it's Slayer locked behind Konar specifically, which no one likes. Although Konar is best girl, but other than that, no one actually likes, using her as a Slayer master. Give her a sardine. There we go. I know, dry protection when. It's one of those things that would, like, if you were making this game today from scratch, it would be in place, but it will never fly by today's standards. Like, I don't know. I've talked about it in the past. It's like I don't think that going massively dry adds anything to the game. And I also think that getting super spooned kind of ruins some bosses. Like, have you ever got really set up to do a boss and you get hyped? It's like, oh, I'm going to get this drop, and you know it's going to take you like 200 or 300 KC at least to get, and then you get it in 5 KC, and it's like, oh, I guess I don't need to do that anymore, and that content's just done. Like, you're just done with that content way sooner than you should be. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like getting spooned is just as bad. Have I searched? Which one have I missed? I must have missed one. Yeah, Leagues. It was definitely a pain. I swear I searched all these crates. Or does it just move around and I'm doing it wrong? Yeah, it is. It's a mechanic that exists too. Well, no, I think just see, everything in RuneScape is RNG because that was easier to code. I'm pretty sure. Like, when you go to chop a tree, instead of the game having to track progress, there we go, kitten found. Instead of the game having to track how far you are through chopping the tree, it's much easier programming wise to, like, it's easier on the server, so that the server doesn't have to save loads of data. I might be getting too technical, but it's easier for them to just put an RNG on it and say, okay, you have a 10% chance to chop the tree each tick. And over time, that will have the same effect as making it so you chop a tree every 10 ticks or whatever. I think that's where it all comes from. But over time, it's just sort of evolved into, how the game works and what we've all gotten used to. And now it's the status quo and we're not allowed to change it. Because, like, RS3 has built-in dry protection and everything, doesn't it? Like, as you get more and more over the drop rate, the drop gets more and more common. Something like that. And I think that's a good system. I don't think there's any value in someone needing to get 3,000 KC to get a Bofa that's supposed to be 1 in 400. Because I did a simulation on it. I did a whole video on it. Spoilers. But if 10,000 people go for a Bofa, some of those people, like one of those, the driest that one of those people will go out of 10,000 is about 3,300 KC. And it's like, I just don't see any value in that to that person. Like, yeah, most people won't have to go through it. But if you're that one person who's going 3,300 KC dry on something that's supposed to be 1 in 400 that you need to progress your account, like, that just sucks. That just makes people quit. But yeah, people would lose their minds. But in some ways, they are learning from it because, and they're doing things differently these days. Because if you look at like the moons of peril, they have dupe protection. Like, you can't get duplicates of of all the main drops. You get them all in a row. And it just makes it a lot better. But then a lot of people didn't like it, so I don't know. And I really liked that it didn't have dupes. It made finishing it way easier. Way less time wasting. It's like, I know if I get the next dupe, it's going to be what I need. And I still killed it plenty of times. I still spent plenty of time there. It's just the variance that's annoying. I'm fully willing to spend loads of time. I just don't want that time to feel wasted. That's all. Because I've got 300 days on my account. It's not that, you know, it's not that I want things to be faster. I'm fine with that. Trading pets for a Bofur. I mean, that pets probably is just as rare. If they really wanted to go that route, it would have to be armor seeds or shards. Like if you, because I've got 20 armor seeds, but no Bofur, which is ridiculous in its own way. But if I could trade like, I don't know, 5, 8 seeds for a Bofur, then you know I would have been done by now. I forgot this quest gives you a cake and a stew. Anyway. We haven't got a level, but we have done a quest. So. That was nice of them. So this is the only time I've ever played a GIM. I exclusively play regular Iron Man. I don't play main, like, I don't play GE, I don't play any hardcore, I don't play UIM. I just play my regular Iron Man. But this is the first GIM, and I don't know, it's really cool. The amount of times that, you know, we've been able to help each other. I'm just like, oh yeah, that thing you need, it's in group storage. So that's really cool. I'm hoping we'll have even more chance to do stuff together. Are there any bosses you can do in a group? Most content these days is like solo only, but that'd be cool. Right, what chunk do I want? Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight. Do I want that? Is that a fairy ring? The thing that's always held me back from GIM is just that every group Iron Man kind of goes the same way. Let's unlock Barrows. Screw it. It's Barrows time. Not that we're going to be able to do it because I haven't got protection press. But the only time I ever see people on group Iron Man accounts is they're the last one left in their squad. Gertrude. Barrows. Like, you know, you have a 5-man group, 4 of them quit, and 1 person's just left on their own. It's just like, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this account. I've been debating what it is I want to do with it. I really want to max my main account. That's something I really want to do this year. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Everyone... It's the sort of thing you always need someone who is got, you know, exactly the same level of dedication as you. Because if they take it more or less seriously than you, then it comes into conflict. But yeah, I really want to max my main this year. I wanted to do it last year and then I didn't, but hopefully this year I actually can. After that, I don't really know what I plan to do with RuneScape. I might take a break for a while. Obviously, I love the game, but there are some other things I want to do. I might try to make some other things for a while. Right, so we've unlocked a chunk. We don't have enough experience for the next. What's next on our list? Oh, I should have unlocked the jungle potion chunk. That was the whole point of doing that. I'm stupid. Riveting Tail. There's an easy quest. Yeah, as long as you always come back. You know, I've had this account for a long time. Not, I mean, my main account, I should say. I don't think I'll ever truly quit until, oh, one sec, someone's finished Clock Tower. We have to all say the line. Yeah, we're gonna do Frog Quest because it's easy, and then we'll get the chunk to unlock Jungle Potion, which is the thing we were supposed to do last time. What is the one I want? AJP. Oh, I can't because I haven't been to Varlamore. Why have I not been to Varlamore? Because I never took the bird. Yes. I did the quest to unlock Varlamore, and then I never actually went. Let's just put it on here. I don't need any items, do I? I need an axe, okay. Oh, sorry. By the way, Cheesy, if you ever need I'm supposed to be putting the rune axe into group storage so that you can use it too if you need it. So I apologize because I forgot to actually do that. I only managed to get one, but once I'm done with it, I need to put it back. Oh, I had that with forestry yesterday. I had public chat on, and it was just awful. I don't remember it being quite that bad in the past, but it seemed like everyone was in a competition to just be weird. Like, do we not have this chunk unlocked? I thought we did. Uh-oh, I may have cheated. Cheesy, do we have this? I thought we had this chunk unlocked. We do. Okay. I've probably just forgotten to cross it off. Let me just double check. Oh yeah, I remember. I can't. Exam center. Yeah, you did. Yeah, here it is. You sent me the message, and I never crossed it off. So that's my bad. Yep. Thank you. We are good. Oh, sandwich lady. Chocolate bar. That's not a stale baguette. Thank you. You're giving me the Joga cave, which is what I need for jungle potion. Thank you. Appreciate that. I will do that quest after this. Now we're going to go do the best quest in the game. Well, the second best quest, because the best quest is actually Clock Tower. But the second best quest, the Frog Quest. The totally not political, riveting tale of a lily pad labour dispute. No politics at all. Exactly. This is how you do a quest. It's such a fun quest. It's just so silly. Although I am just going to skip through it this time. I've read the dialogue multiple times. I don't need to read it this time. I'm just doing it for the points. Yo, Grats Cheesy, he's doing a combat task. Talk to some frogs. Oh, when Varlamore came out and everyone was obsessed with the frogs, they were everywhere. They were all when we still used Twitter, they were all over Twitter. Everyone loves those frogs. And then someone came to Runefest in a Cuthbert costume. That was great. Everyone loves a good frog. I just realised he's wearing a leaf on his head. Which I guess does the job. Makes me think of the Animal Crossing leaf, like Tom Nook. Talk to some frogs. Oh, 50 woodcutting as well. Well done, Cheesy. Very nice. I'm guessing you're at Wintertodt right now, which is always a good thing to be doing. I really love that the Pride stuff is all considered warm clothing for Wintertodt, so it was actually like the best gift for me to use. Put my rainbow jumper on and stuff. That was really cool. I like that it has a use. Hey R6, welcome. And yes, we are currently playing Peak. We are nearly done with it. There's a tree patch here. Do you know I've never used this before? I never even noticed. See, I've got 99 farming in the main game. I've got like 20 mil experience because I'm just trying to get the pet, but I've never used that tree patch because I didn't even realise it was there. The more you know. I'm just so used to, got so used to the route, the old route, with the trees that I'm used to. When they add a new one, it's just like, I never thought to add it to rotation. It's true. But now I barely even do farming runs because I've got 99 Herblore. I've got way too much farming. I'm trying to get the pet. Eventually I'll go back and do it properly. I don't do many farm runs now. This is a banger song. Work, work, work. I do like that one. Oh. Wish us luck. Okay, we made it. We got a chance there, but... Oof. I think did I get a chance? No, I took a lot more damage than expected from the monk of Zamorak in Priest in Peril. He hit me a lot harder than I expected, and I did nearly die. But that was probably the closest I came. I know, no farming before 99, no pet before. I even made a whole simulator on getting the Tangle route just to see how unlikely that was, and I think it comes out to like you only actually have like a 30 to 40% chance of getting a Tangle route by 99 farming. Obviously, it depends on the method you use exactly, but it's roughly around 40% of people will have the pet at 99 farming. So most people won't. And that's a quest finished. So that puts us on 540k, which is another chunk, plus the quest itself. That's 2 chunks. Let's unlock them. So what chunks do I even want? I might just unlock some more of Karamja just in case I need it later. Let's do 1, 2. Sorry, sorry about the Windows sound every time. Don't know if there's a way to mute that. Yes, there is. Do that. That should do it. There you go. That should stop the Windows beep jump scare happening every time. 540k and how could you? See, the heron pet, the fishing pet, I got that really spooned. I've got 2 of those. But yeah, can't seem to get Tangle Root. Right, is everything still good? Yeah, cool. So let's go and do Jungle Potion now, like we said we were going to do. I've just realised I've got a cat as well. I completely forgot that I got that. I think I need to keep that because isn't there an Ardagine? Zero pets, that's insane. I've got quite a few actually, including some spooned ones. Like I got the Araxor pet on like 30 KC, which is kind of silly. Am I losing my mind? Is there a RD task, an RD diary task, to sell a cat for death runes? I swear there is, but I can't find it. Have I made this up? Have I just completely... I think I've made it up. Right, let's get rid of the cat. I mean, it's good for death runes, but do I need death runes? I mean, I will eventually, but... I've never been that big a fan of doing the cats to death runes. I find it... I waste so much time forgetting to get fish out of my bank. Anyway, let's go do Jungle Potion. Recommended to have an anti-poison. That's a good shout. Let's go buy some. Tribesman. Spider. Oh shit, I'm poisoned. Uh-oh. There's poison from these is like 12, 11. Yeah, let's get an anti-poison real quick. Last league, I died to these tribesmen twice in a row. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're in danger. Uh-oh. Yeah. Eat the chocolate bar. a good thing I've got money on me, otherwise I would be in big trouble. Okay. Last league, I died to that tribesman twice in a row because I got poisoned by it. I forgot. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. I completely forgot about them tribesmen. They are ridiculous. It's okay. Now I've got 5 anti-poisons. We'll be fine. I don't have any food on me, so this could be bad, but we should be fine. No more. Yeah, okay, that's probably that's the new record for closest we've come to death, because that could have gone very badly. If I didn't have money to buy the anti-poison, I don't think I'd have been able to get to a bank quick enough to stop myself from dying, unless I'd done some sort of log out tricks. Maybe I could have achieved it. Anyway, we have anti-poison now. I don't have any food on me. There's a tribesman there. That's not good. Oh yeah, I got soup really early as well. The sailing pet. I remember I got that really early as well. That's a cool pet. This is my emergency food. It's totally worth it. Can I cook on this fire? There we go. It's the age-old conspiracy that everyone's account has like an RNG flag set, and you can have good RNG or a bad RNG account. And for the streamers, they give like the streamers they like, they bump it up a bit to make sure that they can get the cool drops, they can get the cool clips, and then for everyone else, they just like screw them. The success rate on getting the herbs from these is tied to your herb lore level. So if you've got a really low herb lore level, it'll take forever to get them. So we're going to be here a while. Runefest is in the autumn this year. In the fall, as you would say. I'm hoping I'll get a chance. I'll be able to go because it was fun last year. Just nice to see some people, in the flesh, so to speak. Just cool to hang out and say hi to some people. They should though. They should have a complaints desk, and you can go. And if you're dry, and if you're dry enough, then they could just give you the item there. I know it must be awkward to be in the States. It's a long way to come and a lot of money to spend. Just to spend 2 days, seeing RuneScape stuff. I get that. See, I'm really lucky because I live right next door, basically, to where it is. So it's really easy for me. And the tickets alone are already kind of expensive for what they are. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's not your fault. It's absolutely not. Yeah, everything is extortionately expensive. It costs too much just to live. Sorry. How have I not found this herb yet? Holy crap. Like, I get that I'm 3 herb lore, but Jesus, this is getting kind of silly. I'm gonna try a different plant. I think this one's cursed. There we go. Sorry, whenever someone says type shit. No, I don't know. I always. There's so much negativity going around all the time. Even in your regular content creators, you know, how many videos will you have on your YouTube page? How many streamers will be on the front of Twitch who are also spouting a bunch of negativity? You know, this sucks. This game sucks. This movie sucks. These people suck. And it's like, I try so hard. I try really hard to be positive as much as possible. I know I get mad a lot of the time about a lot of stuff, but I do try to be positive because we need more of that. Oh, I haven't cleaned it, that's why. Yeah, I get you. It's just you. I don't know. There's only a small allowance you have to be negative before it starts to become, you know, like, it starts to just infiltrate everything. Yo, okay, here's something positive. Someone is actually killing harpy bug swarms. That's a green d'hide. That accuracy amulet. Holy crap! This is a gamer. Absolute gamer detected. I'm gonna die to the bug swarms. No, I love seeing people like that. Green dragon hide, accuracy amulet, fighting harpy bug swarms. Amazing. I'm gonna have to come back because I'm gonna die to these. Right, I'm gonna get some food so that I don't die to bloody bug swarms. I'll tell you what isn't fun on a new account. Walking. Like, oh, I miss my 90 agility. Just such a big difference being able to run all the time. Excuse me. It's not as bad as it used to be. They did update it, and it's nowhere near as bad as it was, but it's still a bit lame. Is it called Valencia Moss? I forget what it's called. Keep them. Put them in. Put the pet in. Put the axe in. I need food. That's the other thing that makes leagues so ridiculously fun. Is that you've got infinite run energy. I forgot to save. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to hitting that save button. Save. There we go. Rest update. Yeah, I was very pleased when they added just the ability to the emote to sit down, because it's just a core thing of hanging out. If you're ever doing it, you know, just like hanging out with people, the ability to just sit is just so nice. I don't know what it is. It just makes it feel so much more comfy. Yeah, like that's a really good idea. I'm surprised that's not more common. That does exactly seem like the sort of thing that should be like everywhere. so you can at least recharge it quickly. That's a really good idea. I like that. Yes, we need the bench sitting skill. But yes, there's so many cool benches in the world. You can't sit on any of them. Like when I was soft locked in Port Khazad, I realised that there's a couple of benches there that just look out to the ocean, and so that would be a nice place to sit. And it's strange that you can't. Yeah, of course, outside of the house. So all the code is there. The animations are there. But it's probably an engine issue. It's anti-homeless architecture, yes. Oh, crap. It's funny how... Sorry, this came up yesterday, I think it was. The anti-homeless architecture is so ingrained in the way that we design our cities that it shows up in like Pokemon games. It's like, hey, do you want to catch a Pikachu and hang out by the anti-homeless bench? It's like, what are we doing? We truly do live in a society. Oh, I just remembered I'm going to have to get a gout tuber at some point. That's not what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, it's such a ridiculous grind for just a diary step. I think the only thing that I would argue is worse is like chompy kills, because that just takes ages. But at least that's not RNG. Like, you pretty much have a set time on how long that's going to take. Oh, and there's the one where you make the dragon square shield. That one's annoying just because, like, I don't know, you don't really have much choice on when you're going to get there. Like everyone will get a dragon shield half eventually because it drops from basically everything. You just kind of hope. I don't mind choppy bird hunting too much. I don't hate it as much as I think most people do, but it's a weird piece of content. It's old and slow and kind of janky, and you have to do it thousands of times for some reason. Valencia Moss. Oh, don't tell me there's a chunk we've missed. Chompy's count for bird slayer tasks. That is funny. I never knew that. I wouldn't have thought it counted. Okay, cool. This isn't a different chunk. Also, it's called Chompy Bird Hunting, and it doesn't give hunter experience. It gives ranged. That's weird, but obviously it's because it came out before the hunter skill existed. But yeah, it's a weird piece of content, but you do get cool hats, so that kind of makes up for it. But hats that you would only ever wear if you wanted to show off the fact that you got them. okay, Kriara is also kind of ass. Like, compared to the other God Wars bosses, like, Kriara Kree is just so, I don't know, it's just so much stronger than all of them. He can hit for 70, I think, if it's max hit, if you're not praying. But even if you do pray against him, he can just hit with his melee and his other attack, which also does tons of damage, and his defense is enormous. But like, compared to the other 3 God Wars bosses, like Bandos and Krill are a complete joke compared to Kriara. Ziliana's pretty strong as well, but you can just run away from her. But Kriara is just like in a league of his own. And I don't really know why. They just decided to make him really strong. Does he have the best drop? He drops the Armadillo armor, which is fine. It's not that great. Bandos is probably the best drop. And he's one of the easier ones. Old content is crazy. Yeah, because you can do it as spiders, can't you? You can do spiders for Araxar, and for gorillas, I think you can do it on a monkey task. It's pretty funny. Is he searching? He is searching. Yeah, I also did a simulation of it. I know the video you mean. Sorry. It's kind of a touchy subject for me because I made a whole video series on RuneScape Battle Simulators, and then another YouTuber came out and their video is doing far better than mine ever did. And it's frustrating because it's like I had a good idea and I just didn't get as many views. It's like, oh, that sucks. See, when I did it, Kriara won. Though Zelia is pretty strong as well, but anyway. Yeah, yeah, they were good. I stopped making them because they stopped getting views. People just didn't seem to be interested in them. And then a bigger YouTuber comes out and makes. Yeah, don't worry. It's not your fault. I don't think they stole from me. Like, I'm not claiming that they stole the idea or anything. Like, it's a pretty obvious idea. I was surprised that I was the first person to do it when at the time that I did it, and it turned out that I wasn't even the first because at the time. There was another guy who was working on a different battle simulator. But yeah, I think small YouTubers do complain about the algorithm a bit too much, and I try to avoid it. But that one really was an algorithm moment because I made the first episode and it got like no views, and then I posted about it on Reddit, and of all places, and the Reddit people were actually like, "Oh my god, this is really cool." And a ton of them turned up to watch the video, and I got a massive boost from that. And the only reason they knew the video existed is because I told them about it on Reddit. And so they were definitely interested in the video, but Reddit just never showed it. YouTube just never showed it to them. And it's like, so it's like, I don't know. The production quality wasn't great. There's a lot of things that I should have done better. The visuals were bad, but I do think the idea was solid at least. But yeah, as I made more and more, just no one was watching this, so I just sort of gave up. Anyway, quest complete. 542. Let's just cash this in before I forget. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's let's get Charlotte Village. Yeah, I did shorts as well, and they did fairly well. They did well on Reddit, but the problem is it doesn't convert to anything. It was fairly easy. Charlotte Village. So when I used to make a lot of memes, I don't make as many memes these days. When I used to make a lot of, I love the Simpsons stuff as well, but again, I couldn't get anything to go with it. When I used to make memes, it was really easy for me to make stuff that would get, thousands of likes and hit the front page and all that good stuff. But it just doesn't convert to anything. And it's like, yeah, it's fun to make them, and I like making them, but no one remembers my name, you know. And maybe it's an ego thing, you know, but like one of my goals when making content was to try and make a name for myself, and I wanted to, you know, be a RuneTuber. When people talk about their favorite RuneScape content creators, I wanted my name to be on that list, you know, like, oh, I like Settled, I'm trying to think of RuneScape content creators' names that I'm comfortable saying, you know. I like RuneScape content creators, and I also like Renderscape. And, you know, it's an ego thing, but that was always the dream. One second. What quest are we doing next? Sheep herder. There's a quest I actually need to do. Let's go do that. It's a bit of a shit quest, but let's go do it. But yeah, and a lot of the things that I made... Thank you, Musker. A lot of things that I would make, it's like... Sometimes they would do pretty well, but they wouldn't it wouldn't convert to anything, because one of those harsh realities of content creation is that views on their own aren't really worth much. It's kind of all about how many of those views you can convert into like other stuff, like subscribers and Patreon members and followers and whatever. So getting one thing that does well doesn't mean anything. You know, even if I put my name on the meme, no one sees it. No one cares. They'll gladly take it and repost it on, you know, on their Facebook meme pages. But, yeah. Anyway. Sorry, I'm doing it again. I've been making videos now for about, 3 years? 4 years? I remember when I first started, I was like, yeah, 18 months to 2 years, I'm going to be huge. It's like, I was so naive. I just had it in my head that it was going to be, as long as I just put enough time into it, you know, surely I can do it. But it doesn't really work that way. Thank you, Cheesy. I know, but the thing is, I do sabotage myself a lot, which is kind of my own fault. A lot of the problem, I think, is that I do things you're not supposed to do, you know. I don't stick to one thing and, you know, make that over and over again. I keep switching. I just make kind of whatever it is I'm most excited about on any given day, which isn't what you're supposed to do. And yes, I get controversial, which you're not supposed to do. You know, I would be much better served trying to befriend all of the other big content creators instead of picking fights with them. You know, and I didn't want to pick fights with them all. When I first got into RuneScape content creation, I loved all the big creators. I thought they were all so cool. I thought they were the coolest people. I wanted to be like them. And then the more I found out about them, I was like, there's a lot of things here that are really iffy. And I called them out on it, and they didn't like that, which is understandable. Yeah, I think someone needs to do it, and it's never going to happen from one of the other big creators, because if you do that, then you're going to get cast out from the group, and you're not going to get invited to the next Deadman tournament or whatever. So no one can afford to do it. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Very well said. Yeah, I just wish it's not just like, you know, the chud types. There's a lot of people who themselves don't have any beliefs that are really bad, but just get turned off when you start talking about anything slightly controversial because it makes them uneasy. Hey, Artie. Like, you bring up the concept of a trans person and they get, oh, I don't want to think about it, because it's like scary, and it's like, it shouldn't be an issue. You know, you should just be able to just say it, just like, yeah, trans rights, they're cool. And you can't, because people get mad. And because people are mad at you, other people who see them getting mad at you think, they must have a point. You know, because people are getting mad at you, there must be something to this. They don't think about what it is that they're getting mad at you for. They blame you for making them mad in the first place, for daring to be controversial. It's like, no, what I'm saying shouldn't be controversial. I don't think we should hate trans people. I don't think we should be teaming up with Asmongold. I don't think we should be pushing crypto to everyone. These are. I think it's fine to add pronouns to the game. I don't think that's that bad. And yet people get mad at me for saying this shit. Yeah. Something I think about a lot is that I wonder how much bigger I could have been if I had just kept my mouth shut, you know? It's like, would I be better off? Obviously it's very selfish to think that way. But I think, like, if I had just shut up and just got into bed with the other people and just, praise them like everyone else does. It's fine. It's fine for you to do that. You're so cool. Maybe I could have been better, Maybe I could be 20,000 instead of 2,000. But, like, I wouldn't have been happier. It would have annoyed me. That's why I started talking about stuff, In the very beginning, when I first got into the RuneScape scene, I kept seeing stuff, and it would just, and I never said anything because it's like, okay, I don't want to start a drama. But eventually, it just got to the point where I would post something. It would be a meme, and I'd get some chud in my comment, and then they'd say the most heinous shit afterwards. They would say, "You're so funny," and then the next part of their sentence would be something just bigoted. And I'd like tell them, go away. That's stupid. Like, don't bring that stuff to me. And they'd get mad and they'd block me. And it just kept happening. And eventually I ended up making, like, it was Wokescape, the Wokescape meme that has a bunch of silly woke stuff in it, like transestral robes and stuff. And people really liked that. And it just showed that there's a real demand for this sort of stuff. People want to have a place, like a safe place, in the RuneScape scene. And like the term safe space is one of those things that's been, like, completely dragged. The right is unfortunately really good at taking, like, completely normal concepts and then mocking them to such an extent that saying them makes you sound cringe. Like terms like safe space and patriarchy and stuff like that. And it's like, no, these are real things. It's just that they've been dragged so much that now it seems like they're bad. And it's like, no, these are real things. Sheep, get back here. I'm going to drag you in a minute. Yeah, sorry, I'm going off on one again, and I'm not really reading chat. Yeah, exactly. They do. Yeah, they do always become miserable. You're not wrong. You can always see it in them. Yeah, I remember when woke was a good word. It was get woke, or what was it? It was. Yeah, woke was the good one. Yeah, I remember woke being good. That's the thing I've been thinking of. And it's like, it's infuriating how easy it is for them. They just go and they just say, this is woke. This is bad. And thousands of people turn up to say, yes, you're so right. And give them money. It's like, yes, let me donate my paycheck to some guy who's just getting mad at women in video games. It's like, what are we doing? Why have we built systems that reward the worst people? Every day, every week I learn about some new million subscriber streamer who is also just the worst person on the planet. It's like, oh yeah, they're famous because they say the N-word on stream, and they get 1 million viewers every stream. Anyway, hey, well done on the zombie stuff for the clog. That's much more important. I'm doing sheep herder, which is only slightly less painful than the current state of the world. Sheep herder's not too bad. You just have to stay on top of them. If you ever stop clicking them and they start running back, then it's kind of over. But you just have to stay on top of them and just keep prodding them in the bot and keep them going, and it's not too bad. Anyway, yeah, thank you for listening to my silly rambling. I know it's sometimes a bit much. I'll be honest, I don't really know how the big streamers do it, how they try and keep things entertaining for, you know, hours on end when they're just playing a game, especially RuneScape, because there's not that much going on a lot of the time. Get back here, sheep. Oh, that's cool, Moscow. Have a nice walk with your dog. Say hi to them for me. I hope you have a nice rest of the day. It's about 10:30 here anyway, so I'll probably be live for like another hour, and then I'll be off anyway. So, no, thank you for popping by. I appreciate that. Arcane's just got a thieving level. That's cool. Oh, burnt paint. Let's go. It's a shame that the Tome of Fire isn't really used anywhere. It's one of those items that it's cool, but where do you even use it? I've got one on my account, on my main, and I've never used it, not once. I've got I don't know what it's for. I mean I've used it for fire runes, I should say. What I mean is I've never used it for the damage boost, because tridents and it's just better. Although actually now I've said that, with the elemental weaknesses, it might actually be worth using these days. I haven't checked that. But I always feel like I don't want to use it because I don't want to, you know, the pages are hard to get. So if it doesn't feel like it's ever good enough to use it, you don't want to waste them. You know how you end up with like 1 million potions in RPGs. Oh, these sheep are being awkward. Alright, just stand still. It's kind of a... Yeah, I mean, it's outdated is probably the best word for it. Why isn't he moving? There we go. I think PK has still used it, but I don't do PK. Oh, Ingus has died. Please don't be offended, but I was really worried it was you, Cheesy. I was like, oh no, have we lost a life? Ingus has died. He's with Stan, isn't he? So obviously Stan already died, rip. Oh no. Oh, what happened, Ingus? Oh no, I'm in the wrong chat. I need to know. I need the scoop. Poor Ingus. I don't know what activity he was doing. No, he's not with Stan. I'm getting mixed up now. No, it's Stan with Minus. Grand Tree Demon, I got pulled out of a safe spot. Oh dear. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, I bet, yeah. Very easy to accidentally happen. Oh dear, Ingus. Oh! Sorry, Ingus. Your moment's gone. Someone just got a pet. 155k Rocky. That's pretty nuts. Bat Tacos. Who is Bat Tacos? I swear I think Arcane asked this yesterday. I don't recall who Bat Tacos is. That's nuts. Big grats. That was a roller coaster. We had a death, and then we had a pet. What whiplash? Yeah, it's all going now. Ingus die again. Yes, Ingus needs to take the spotlight again. No, what needs to happen now is I need to die, so it's my turn to get attention. Or get a pet. I'll accept that. Pretty insane. I think that's our first pet, right? I don't think anyone else has had one yet. I was wondering who was going to be the first. I expected there to be at least one, just with how many of us there are. Nice. You get 10k for that. Well, I've done sheep herder, so that's kind of more important. Let's get a chunk for sheep herder. I mean, we've been speaking of chompy hunting, so let's get a chunk down here. That still made sound, even though I told it not to. Okay, hopefully that stops it. Go, new chunk. Bat Tacos doesn't have a pet on main, but got one in the sprint. That was something I was really worried about happening. Like, not worried, but like afraid of. Like, imagine I got the Tangle route in this, which I don't have on main. I'd be tilted. I'll be honest. That would get to me. Right, what's the next quest on my list? Tower of Life. That's a good one. Do I have the requirements? Yes, I do. That's what I meant to do for a while. I need a beer, a hammer, and a saw. Don't have any beer on me. There's a pub over here. How much experience do these give? 26. Sorry, just 1 second. I want to just check. I don't know how scientific this will be. I mean, I failed the pickpocket. I wanted to know if doing pickpocketing these or doing the fruit stalls is going to be better experience. But if I'm going to fail this often, then fruit stalls is almost certainly going to be better. Fruit stalls will definitely be less annoying. Can I get a success? Nah, you suck. That's my science experiment, but not worth it. Pickpocketing sucks. Let's go buy a beer. What's the bartender doing outside? Someone's locked him out. Let's just let him back in. I don't know why it's playing a Christmas song, but Kill him. Nah, it's gone. You got to drive by, kill a few imps to see if you can get the champion scroll. That's what it's all about. Bread dough. Right. Let's do another quest. Nothing says early game RuneScape like doing a bunch of quests. This is a cool quest that I like. I like these guys. Click the blue. Oh, I've got to pickpocket him. No? Oh, there's more bushes. I keep thinking, like, I've searched all the bushes. Where's the bloody thing? But then I rotate the camera. There's a bunch more. How many quests have you searching bushes? It feels like a very common mechanic. Just like, hey, there's a thing we've lost. It's in a bush. Go search 20 bushes. Or you need to find clues. Go search a bush until you find a clue. How come I killed Angus? Because he deserved it. No. It wasn't me, I swear. I have an alibi. At the time, I was herding sheep. So I cannot be held responsible. And my lawyers have advised me to stop talking. Can't believe that. I mean, I can't believe it, but... that sounds wrong. What I mean is, the circumstance that caused it is something that I have definitely done multiple times in the past. You go to click a monster while you're safe spotting, you accidentally yellow click, and then you're dead. I've done that a bunch of times. I remember doing it to Basilisk Knights, for example. Wait, get out of that box, you. Hello, by the way. Group Iron Soph. Thank you for joining us. We are just starting Tower of Life because we're on a quest to get, on a mission to get as many total levels as possible. And the easiest way to do that at a low level is to just do a bunch of quests. Although, I guess I didn't need to do sheep herder, but getting chunks is also just useful. And the money might come in handy. Click the blue boxes. Elemental Workshop. That's one I need to do as well, actually. That's a, thank you for telling me, because I'm going to steal the idea. I think I'll probably go do that one after this. That's one I need to do as well. That's a good one. That is a good shout. "19 smithing levels. Well, you should, if you need the smithing levels, you should go and do Knight's Sword. That's the. I mean, you probably already are. I apologize if I'm being patronizing, but if you're not, then go do Knight's Sword, because that's the really easy way of doing it. Getting stuff out of boxes to then use in a room. You're going to buy 359 bronze bars. I mean, it's an option. You can do that. Surely. I mean, I didn't realize I was in the presence of a hardcore gamer. Yeah, fair enough. Where will that be? Shanty Pass, I guess? I think a few other places sell them, but Shanty Pass is probably the best. I remember when the week before sailing came out, I went to Shanty Pass and I bought all the bronze bars because I wanted to. You can buy bronze bars at Temporos. I did not know that. That is news to me. See, I went to when the week before sailing came out. I went to Shanty Pass and bought all the bronze bars from Shanty, so that I could use them to make bronze cannonballs. Well, because we thought the bronze bars were going to be useful, but they ended up not being that important. But I did it. I went through every single word at Shanty, and I bought all the bronze bars. Ooh, excuse me. I can't believe I didn't know that you could buy bronze bars at Temporos. That's kind of nuts. guess this one goes here. Weird bespoke interfaces that are only used once and then never again. Like, yeah, click these arrows to move this pipe over. It can't be click and drag because RuneScape doesn't support that. Metalbar.wav. Does it? Is there anywhere in the game that supports click and drag? I mean, I guess you can drag these. Yeah, you can drag your inventory. What am I saying? Quests are weird. There's so many things that it's just like, oh yeah, we make this one thing for this one quest and then never again. And every quest is made by a different developer. And no one understands anyone's code. Except Ash. Mod Ash understands all of it. He's the only person that does. I have one thing at my job. So I'm a programmer for a living. There's one thing at my job that I know that no one else does, and I'm very proud of it. It's nothing that important. It's an old piece of software from the 90s. But I'm the only person at my work that knows how it works, because the guy who made it retired a few years ago. And he was in his 70s, and he made it a long time ago. But I'm currently the only person who understands it. So that's something. No. It's the only thing that's stopping them replacing me with AI. I can't do it. I don't. If I lose that job, I'm kind of stuffed. God, AI stuff. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. No, just like the other day that no one's gonna find out. It's whatever. Sat in a meeting talking. There were all the big manager types are all talking about the new AI stuff they're implementing, and it's so dystopian, and they're all so excited about it. You got all these like, you know, CEO types pat each other on the back about how many people they don't need to hire and how much AI stuff they're gonna do, and it's like, what are we doing? That's just how everything is now. It's okay. AI will never come for RuneScape. Not even an AI could never understand this. I know. I just wish it would. Part of me wants it to happen sooner. It's like any day now. Like, come on. Can the economy just crash already? But it's like, you know that when it happens, they're gonna take a bunch of other people down with it, because something stupid like 20% of the world's economy is invested in AI, which is obscene. So when they all inevitably crash and a bunch of rich people lose a load of money, they're gonna, pass the problem on to us, and everything's gonna get worse for everyone else, and it's gonna suck for years, and it's already sucks, so it's gonna be even worse. And it's like, that's not fair. Because a bunch of other people gambled their money, we all have to suffer. So we got that to look forward to. But yeah, it's definitely got a pop, because I don't know, people just are not going to pay for it. Hey, an AI free job is a rare treasure these days. It seems to have, even in places you wouldn't expect, it's just it has infiltrated. Massive, just so many places are just dropping everything to replace it with AI. It's like, what are we doing? See, this is what we actually should be doing, is creating homunculuses to do our bidding. Who needs AI? You can create a creature that lives in constant torment and then ask it to do your bidding. Homunculus, recommend me a restaurant near me. Write me some code. Help, we accidentally created life and now we don't know what to do with it. The genie's out of the bottle. Whoops. Nearly done. I think now we just go to the basement, learn about the stuff, and this quest should be done, which gives you like some free crafting experience, which is always nice. Now I need to talk to this guy. Whoa. Oh, Cheesy sent me some new chunks. I will cash that. I will unlock those shortly. Just bear with me. Smithing level 3. Let's go. Nice. Tower of Life done. It is. It's me. The Renderscape of Renderscape fame. Part of Renderscape Corporation. Incorporated. I am live. Woo. Through the magic of the internet, you can see a 30-year-old man play RuneScape. Remember when we thought there'd be flying cars? I know. The blue sky extraordinaire, who occasionally posts about RuneScape, but mostly posts about pigeons. I used to be a RuneScape account. Thank you for being here. Right, so Cheesy has just sent me 3 chunks, so let me unlock those first. What we got? Core end chunks. Next to the Woodcutting Guild. Whoa. So, the sawmill in the Woodcutting Guild. Watson's house. Excuse me. And the Forthos ruins. Good chunks. And since I just got a thing as well, sure, I'll unlock this chunk. Why not? We're at the stage now where we don't... I've muted that so many times and it keeps coming back up. Go away. Tower of Life. South Assiduous Beach. Sorry, I'm sound the words out because I don't want to misspell them. Because I'm terrible for doing it wrong. Stan versus the world. You know, actually, so now you've got me thinking about Project Xanaris again. Imagine that as a Project Xanaris project. Like, you have one person on a really overpowered account, and then like 5-10 people on normal accounts who are trying to beat them. Like, you know, it's like literally David versus Goliath type shit. Except it'd be David versus Stan. See, now you've given me a really cool idea, and I can't make it because they got rid of Xanaris. Once again, we mourn Project Xanaris. But like, that would have been so cool. Elemental Workshop. That's what we're doing next. Elemental. What do we need? Leather, hammer, coal. Ooh, coal. Where do I get coal from? That's actually quite concerning. Can you get coal in the dungeon? No, you can get leather, but not coal. You can buy coal. But you would need to go to... See, I can't mine it yet. I'm 5 levels short. Bear with me. Let's do a wiki search. Wiki. At Grok, tell me how to get coal. Is this true? Is coal woke? No, coal is anti-woke. That's why they keep trying to get us to use it. Solar is woke, but coal is anti-woke. This is the world we live in. Coal is anti-woke. Coal pile? No. You can get it as a drop from few things. I'd rather not have to mine it to get a drop for it. Do we just get 5 mining levels? That's quite a lot. Deepfin Point. No, I can't get there easily. Blast Furnace, Yartizo, Port Roberts. Desert lizards. I don't think I can kill them. Yes, the developers of Grok constantly trying to find the one line of code that's still making it woke. They're always like, Grok, tell me what I want to know, and it's like, nah, sorry, I can't do that. Grok is actually just some intern somewhere that they're force feeding propaganda and desperately trying to get it to say what they want. No, Desert Lizards are 22. Yeah, we were supposed to have flying cars instead. Wow. We have AIs that are racist sometimes, but we do have RuneScape, so... See, when I was a kid and I was playing RuneScape, I was thinking like, oh, the games that we play in the future, they're going to be so much better than this. And it's like, turns out, nah, it's still RuneScape. RuneScape is still the best. We really did peak. Uh, maybe we'll just go get the mining level. I'm gonna need it eventually anyway. I think I've talked myself into getting the mining level. Okay, so here's the plan. Yeah, I think that's a very defensible position. RuneScape is kind of the best game ever. Just in terms of just how much is in it and how much it means. It's hard to come up with a game that, I don't know, just has as much going on. It's not just about how much stuff is in it, but like how much all that stuff means. How much of a legacy it's got. There's no music. It's just stopped. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Mine copper for 15 minutes. This is a possibility. Oh my god, I have a Falador teleport tablet. Let's use it. So I'm going to go to... I probably should look this up before I go there, but I'm going to go buy a pickaxe. Because I'd like to have a better pickaxe than a steel pickaxe. I'll buy a mithril and an adamant for later. You can't smith pickaxes. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, you can smith an axe, you can't smith a pickaxe. What's the deal with that? we know it's down, we know you don't actually bot. So, we're going to go buy a mithril pickaxe, and if I can afford it, an adamant pickaxe. I don't think it's too expensive. There's a bronze chain body there. I think I need that. Yes, having a kid is the actual way to bot. Hey kid, do you want to play this really fun game? It's called RuneScape. All you have to do is click these things for me, and then I'll buy you anything you want. I did try to talk my previous girlfriend into trading agility for me while I was driving. Because obviously I can't do that when I'm driving, but she said no. It's like, what? It's easy. You just have to press the green boxes. So no, Arendo, I'm not doing that. Okay, bronze chain body, because I think I need that for something. So I'm just picking that up. Where am I going? I don't know why I'm leaving. There's iron rocks down here. It's FLCL. Quick, what do we say to them? Yo. I always feel on the edge to like say something funny, and I can never think of anything. So I just kind of say hi. Oh, Linus, that's a banger. So we just have to get to, I believe, 30. Yeah, we get to 30. We'll mine iron and probably not bother to bank it. We'll just keep a little bit. It's not that useful. Is this going to be alright, or is this going to take forever? Mining kind of sucks. Like traditional mining. Like, it's weird. Like, why did they make mining so much, like, slower and worse than woodcutting? Something I think about a lot. It's like the core, like the original designs of RuneScape. It's like, what were they thinking when they did this? Like, woodcutting, your trees give you multiple logs per tree, and the experience per log is higher, right? And you generally, and a lot of the time, you chop them faster as well. But then mining, you only get 1 ore per log. It's slow, and the XP is really crap. Like, anything above iron is just agonizingly painful to mine. And I do have to wonder, like, why did they do that? Did they really want, like, mining and smithing to be like this really prestigious skills? And they really wanted to make sure that they were, slow as balls. I don't know. I'd love to know what they were thinking. Like, why is agility so slow? Oh, that's 600 total. Nice. You used to be able to get room from smithing. Is that true? Like, I hear that one quote. I'm not doubting you, but it's one of those things I always hear quoted. It's like, but did Oziak not always sell rune plate bodies? Was that not the entire point of doing Dragon Slayer? Was that you could buy a rune plate body from Oziak, or was that added later? This is before my RuneScape time, so I don't know for sure. But like, if you could only get rune plate bodies from from smithing, that's still weird. Like, that's still a really weird choice. Because it requires 40 defense. They must have known that they were going to extend things beyond that, surely. Not until RS2. So that means that you could have worn the rune plate body before Dragon Slayer came out. So Dragon Slayer 1 comes out 23rd of September 2001. Rune plate body is the same day, 23rd of September 2001. So they came out on the same day, so they must be related. I'm not really up to speed on my RuneScape, like old Scape stuff, so I don't know that much. But according to the wiki, they came out on the same day. When did Oziark start selling them? Oziark was added in August. He was added earlier. The wiki doesn't say. At least as far as I can tell. At least as far as I can see. Oziark used to have long hair. Now he doesn't. He didn't used to sell into Dragon Shields. Now he does. Wiki doesn't say. Other than the graphic update. No. Yeah, Colonello would know. He would know. He's probably got a video on it or something. When did Oziark start selling the Dragon Plate body? Because I'm under the impression that he always did, but I haven't been playing since 2001, so I don't know. I started in like 2006 or 7. After Hunter, but before summoning. I think. See, it's hard because information back then was not as widespread as it is now. People just made shit up and just lied and just like the amount of things that I knew in quotes back then isn't even true. There's so many things like that. We had this one earlier. It's given us the same songs quite often. This one's quite good though. It's one of the sailing ones. 27. Now that I've mentioned sailing, when sailing first came out, right, time to talk about sailing because why not? When sailing first came out, I really, really liked it. And now that we've had time to sit, oh, it's fully cooling. I thought he was going to set up a cannon then. It's over 44, I swear. I can sell the ore, but I hate capitalism, so I refuse to do it. It's probably not worth that much. Yeah, high elk value 10, so it's not gonna be worth much. Yes, I am unwilling to die for the economy. Oh, what was I saying? I was talking about sailing. Yes, sailing opinions that no one asked for. When it first came out, I was really liked it, really hyped for it. Now that the time has passed, it kind of just feels like salvaging the skill. I don't know if they should have released it. This is true. Like now that I've done, I did all the what's it called? Charting, and I like that, and I've done some trials, and that's fine. But now I've just sort of been sitting around salvaging AFK. And it's a bit underwhelming. Like, I like AFKing, but I would like to do a bit more with sailing rather than just sitting around salvaging. But as it stands, there's not really any reason to do any of it. Port tasks are kind of lame. They're mostly meaningless. And then some other option is just endless trials, which is like, I could do that, but it's a lot more effort, and I may as well just salvage where I actually have a chance to get something that I want. To do the Dragon Cannon Barrel. Ah, Windows is telling me to fucking go to Windows 11. Go away. I refuse. But anyway, there's my sailing opinion that no one asked for. I'm not a sailing hater. I think that's too far. I was a taming voter, but we don't talk about that. But it just feels like sailing needs just more stuff to it. But then again, it's really hard to make a piece of content for a bunch of people who are basically maxed. Artisan. See, I don't know how to feel about Artisan. Because Artisan feels like it will create all the same problems that Slayer kind of has. But just for skilling. Like Slayer is both really good and also pretty annoying. Because it creates this really weird, like, opportunity cost. Where anytime you're killing something, you kind of want it to be a Slayer task so you can get the helmet boost and you can get the Slayer experience. And then you also start Slayer locking things, and it's like, But if you're doing Slayer normally, it's just like, you know, you get a task and it tells you what to do and it keeps the variety up. That's fine. But then sometimes you just end up in a slog where it's like, yeah, you're gonna have to kill 400 hellhounds. It's just how it's gone. It's like, okay, 28 mining. Ooh. Like, I can understand the appeal of Artisan, and it feels really obvious. It's like, okay, we've got Slayer for combat. Let's do Slayer for non-combat. But if they start adding things like, oh, here's a tree you can only chop with an Artisan task, it's like, I don't want that. Not a fan of that design. What pole? So now you got me. Artisan. What percentage did it get? Because I know it wasn't very much. Pole 1, Artisan fails with 58.9. Pole 2, Artisan fails with 56.5. Whoa, that is bad. There aren't many things that get. I mean, this was 2014, when polling was when people did vote no, probably a bit more than they do now. But yeah, there aren't many things that go as low as that. I don't know. I think the game should have new skills. We used to get new skills all the time. You know, Hunter is only like 6 months older than the backup this is built from. You know, we used to get new skills all the time. The difference now is that we all expect to have a say in them, whereas before they just came out, and if they were half baked, it didn't matter. No, they just came out anyway. Like Hunter came out, and half of the stuff in it was worthless, and they put it out anyway because no one could tell them no, and the game survived. So I don't know. Artisan would have been fine probably. Warding would have been fine probably. What's the other one? I mean, they did sailing once. Was there a third one? No, they did sailing. That failed. And they did warding. And they did artisan. When did warding fail? I can't remember the order. Warding's 2019. That's more recent than I remember. Yeah, exactly. The surprise was insane. I remember when Summoning came out. That was the big one for me. It's just like, holy shit, there's a new skill. Everyone get online. Do the quest. Get the wolf bones. Oh, I wonder what it does. And you didn't know all the things it did. There wasn't some massive wiki to tell you. And then someone would walk past and they'd have, you know, like what's it called? The bunyip. You know, one of the slightly higher level things. It's like, whoa, they're so cool. They've got a bunyip already. And now something comes out. Everything's already been spoiled. Everything's already been polled. We know exactly what everything is. Like, sailing was so well documented before it came out that people were hoarding all the equipment they would need to rush it. You know, the bars, the planks, the oars, whatever. People already had pretty good plans in mind of what they were going to do to get to 99. Which is kind of insane to think about. Sorry, excuse me. I ain't gonna do water on me. Cheesy's doing fletching. Oh no, he's doing Wintertod because he's getting fire making as well. Cool. See, I did this huge grind to get a rune axe because I thought I was going to use it at Wintertod a lot, but it turns out that you only really need a steel axe for Wintertod because the chopping speed doesn't go up past like 36 wood grain with a steel axe. So, kind of a waste. But it did make getting to 55 making faster, so I guess it wasn't a total waste. But yeah, I did a whole rush to get fairy rings, so I could go to the Enchanted Valley to kill tree spirits to get a rune axe. Because getting a rune axe on an Iron Man is weirdly difficult. How long have we been live for? About 3 hours? Cool. What time is it? About 11:15. I might stay for another 45, stay to midnight, and then call it there. Probably shouldn't go too hard. But with that attitude, I'll never catch up. That is the problem. Gonna refresh the wise old man. Excuse me. Oh, it's a Quizmaster. Is there an argument for taking the 1,000 coins? Because that's probably more useful. I don't need the baguette on this account, but at the same time, taking the coins feels like blasphemy. What? Oh, yeah, I realised that was a misclick. Bing, bing, bing. Yes. No, mystery box. It's gotta be mystery box. Oh my days. Leave me alone. He's griefed me now because of that. Oh my god, a cut diamond. Is that good? I mean, it's worth 1,200. So it's worth more than 1,000 coins. Totally worth it. Mithril Pickaxe Gaming. I never cashed in 600 total level. I need to do that. Did I do 540? Yes, I did 540. But I never cashed in 600 total level. Sorry, chunk time. I need to... For 600 total level, I need to get a chunk. I guess I'll take another folded pills. Sorry about that. Even though I've muted the sound, it keeps unmuting itself. Silly thing. 600 total level. Folded pills again. Gotta cash them in straight away, otherwise I'll just forget I have them. Nice. 30 mining. Because they're taking a break? Nah. I'll do it later. Oh, Cheesy's overtaken me. He's got 65 making. The thing I said I was going to do, and then I got distracted and did other things. Whoops. Nah, good gaming. Nice. So, the reason we were doing this was because we needed 4 coal. Which would probably take us like an hour to mine. Nice. Well, that's good because that means we'll progress loads. Wintertodt is pretty. Yeah, I don't mind Wintertodt. It's nice to get into your groove. I remember I did get 99 wood fire making pretty early on my main account, just because it's just so easy just to chill in Wintertodt all day, and the XP rate is so absurdly high. Plus the loot is actually pretty good. Oh my god, give me the coal. I need 4 of these. There we go. You just have to complain a bit and they don't give it to you. I still haven't done waterfall. I need to do waterfall. Because that is a fat chunk of experience. Obviously, I need to do it without dying. But I'm 31 hit points now, so it should be fine. I'm not doing it on 10. Right, there we go. Now we teleport. And we hit the bank, pick up anything we need, and then we go to... let me see, I'm going to need a weapon and stuff, but let's go to the bank. So that can go in there, that can go in there, that can go in there. What else do we need? A knife! No! Pickaxe, needle, thread, leather, which we can get from a crate in there, and a hammer. That's why I didn't get the leather, because I know that there's a crate down there you can search, and it's got leather in it. Pickpocket of armor for luck. Ooh. Give me your money. Getting nostalgic for my my starting chunk, because this is Village is where I started. It's only 4 days ago, but it feels like ages ago. Like, when you actually put your mind to it, you can progress that really quite quickly. I've done so much since then. What a cool journey. It all started here, where I chopped some trees and pickpocketed some men. Oh, I forgot to get a weapon. I wanted to bring combat stuff, because I might need a little bit of help killing the elemental. And some food just in case, because we are hardcore after all. We shouldn't risk it. There we go, there's the leather I needed. The elementals. Goofy looking things. $27 runecraft. Oh, they've just done a quest. Okay, I mean, still. 27 runecraft is a lot. That's a lot of runecraft. I'm still trying to form a plan for what skills I want to focus on towards the end. I think some skills will be contested, and some skills will be not contested at all. And it's trying to figure out which it will be. I guess you won't know until you look at the scores towards the end, but it's also a question of which skills I can stomach. Because like if the contested skill is like, if an easy skill to go for is like runecraft, it's like I probably won't bother. Oh, Stan's just got fairy rings. Big unlock. Big donut. Don't kill me. Oh, nice. I always forget how short that quest is. I always do it and I think, oh, there's way more to it. It's like, no, the first half is really easy. 32 smithing, 36 crafting, that's so free. When is my next XP? It's at 370. Sorry, not 370. I'm looking at the wrong place completely. 510, 540, 570. Yes. But that is a quest, so let's cash it in. I've been doing Felder Pills, so let's get the fairy ring down there. Nice, that's more total level. Next quest. Recruitment drive? No, I need Black Knight's Fortress. Which is a fairly easy quest as well. And it's a free-to-play quest, so I really should have done it by now. Oh, it's Iron Chain Body. So I need a bronze med helm, which I have one of somewhere. An iron chain body, which I'm gonna have to go buy from Falador, I think sells them. Cabbage. I'll take 2 in case I accidentally misclick. Yeah, okay. Oh, is everyone in the voice chat? Maybe I should be hanging out in there instead. Oh, everyone's there. Maybe I'll go join. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be coming off soon anyway. So let's call the stream here. And yeah, it's like 11:30 early anyway. It's quite loud. That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. As always, thank you everyone for turning up. Yeah, it's always nice. Will I stream tomorrow? Possibly. I'll try to. Depends what's going on. It depends if I need to do other things. But yeah, I might stream tomorrow as well. Yeah, good gains. Thank you everyone for turning up. Thank you for being here. And yeah, see you in a bit.